Hello and welcome back to another episode of Fortnite School. Today we're going to be talking about rotates, specifically from the IGL's perspective, which is me. For quick examples, I've chosen examples from Oceanic Zone Wars map. If you want to play it, code will be in the description, along with the link for the solo masterclass, which will drastically improve your rotates. It has over 300 videos from top tier professional players giving you advice on solos and exactly how to rotate. You might be thinking I can find all that on YouTube. Well, you're wrong. Lots of people have said you cannot find this level of practice and this level of top secret tricks on YouTube. So check it out, give it a read, link in description, and have a think about buying it because it is 100% worth it. Let's go. Right here in this clip, I'm tarping the zone. You can see something quite interesting. So we can see we are currently just chilling, and we open this wall and everything changes. We're kind of mid-ground here, bearing in mind. We open this wall, everything's clear low ground. You always got to remember, low ground's always opening up. So whenever the zone pulls, it's always going to pull to a clear low ground unless it's pulled back on us. So I knew that this was instantly a perfect opportunity to claim low ground. And the way you claim low ground to the best of your ability is you drop down, you then make as much space as physically possible with as few mats as possible. So what we do here is we make a massive 4x4 with only one cone, like cones all around. And then we can have so many kills. We can get so much kills, so much info, block so many teams from getting to zone just by having this space. It's so good. You guys need to start claiming low ground in your matches. Always keep to the side of zone. You should very rarely be running through the middle of zone. You can see here we're dead on the side. We're running, we're building, we got our builds out waiting for someone to catch us, and we're actually all on the side zone. We've used very little builds as rotate, considering we've literally rotated the entire moving zone, and we've moved on the side the entire time. This right here is a beautiful rotate. We knock a player here that's farming up, we get the finish, we fizz jump, but we hit our head so we don't go too high, and then we get to him. What we then do is we then build around them, get a nice little low ground layer here, we get all of the mats, so we cap, and then we see zones coming. We pop the fizz, and this is where we do something quite interesting. While you pop the fizz, you should always be looking around, and we see this side is so congested, but the storm side is so free. And if you look at the zone's pulling around here to the left. So we know that if we tank storm for like 3 seconds here, we're going to get the freest rotate of all time. Watch it happen real time. We go around, we 6-edit to make it easy for our teammate to go out, and we slide, we jump, we slide, we jump, and we get to this team here. They're of course going to edit on us. They're going to look back in zone right here so they can catch people rotating in. So what we do here is we got to go over them. So we fully ramp up, and then we get out of this situation. So we ramp up, then instead of jumping off, we drop off so we don't have limited opportunity to get beamed, and then all of a sudden, we're in. This is a 30-man moving zone. You wouldn't know it from the way we have got front side so efficiently, and we've boxed up, taking 0 damage from any player. This right here is an example of how to change layers so effectively. What we're doing here is we're on a super congested layer. We've got a team here, we've got a team here, we've also got teams right above us, so it's super hard to get layers. Get floors and cones and stuff like that. So all you gotta do here in this situation is switch layers. What we see is we see space around this side and around this side. So we know that if we get around this side and get down a little bit because we're on a hill, then we'll have great space to work with. And that's exactly what we do. We're running here, and we notice that we can just place a floor here when we drop down, and we do, and all of a sudden we're ungettable. The person in this box can't kill us, the person anywhere can't kill us. We are in such a great spot just because we've taken the time to just look at where the layers are, look at how many people are on our layers, and look for a cheaper and freer layer. If you're on a freer layer, you're going to have to use less mats, you can have easier rotates, you're going to get held less. There's so much you can do. And we do the exact same thing here. We look up, we see the space is over here, the space is over here. It's all front side. Like in that previous clip we showed, the space is just always front side. And spaces, if it pulls to someone new, it's always going to be front side. So we jump up, we jump around, and I accidentally get stuck up here, but I drop down really fast. All of a sudden, we're front side, we got a ton of space, we instantly get a kill because we put ourselves in a good spot. If you just block off people, you get great opportunities to get kills. It kind of tracks, you know? This is a great way to tarp that I think most IGL should learn. A way that means you can get all the walls, but get the cones first and extend them out. Because did you know you can place cones further than any other build feats? So by doing this, you can then place them in order. Watch this. Watch in full speed. We start to tarp, we mess up the edit, we grab the cones, we grab the walls, we grab the cones, we grab the walls, and we track the walls around the outside. Look at that perfect tarping. You always need to be aware of how the zone is changing and how it's pulling. So we see there's actually 0 seconds left on here, it's about to pull a new zone. So we just stop what we're doing and wait for the new zone. As soon as it pulls, you can see on the map, we're sitting there staring at the map right now. As soon as it pulls, maybe like half a second, boom. We know where it's pulling. We can see the direction. We know it's pulling over here, which is around over this area. And we know that we have a great rotate here. So instead of focusing people and losing momentum, we have literally about 500 mats each. We pull and went for the zone. And we actually got a refresh this way. You can see we actually tap on some mats right here. And mats that some people have left, they've maybe died on height and dropped down their mats by accident. But we've got a massive refresh from just rotating early. And that's just what you want to do. We also changed layers here because we run out of space to tap on. But because of this great rotate, we end up getting like a top 2 here. Identifying when you've got old builds is super important. I find out this tarp is our tarp, and I instantly start editing through it because we got way more of a good opportunity to save mats and get to front side by just using our old tarp. Always look for old tarps, and you can even use other people's tarps, which is called surfing, and it is super effective to get to zone. Anyway, that's a couple rotates from the IGL's perspective. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Enjoyed this Fortnite school episode. I believe 13. We're on 13. Make sure you guys check it out. The Fortnite Masterclass link in description. Just give it a read and give it a chance because it is honestly some of the greatest knowledge I've ever consumed in my life. I'll see you in a bit. Have a wonderful day.